Hey guys, this is Nirmal for Technique.com, and today we're going to review the Google's Nexus 5 Android smartphone. So Google announced the latest flagship phone, the Google Nexus 5, back in October, and this phone comes with the latest Android 4.4 KitKat. So there are quite a few things which are pretty good in Nexus 5, and there are few drawbacks as well. So let's have a detailed review of the device and see what's how the device fares and all the stuffs regarding camera, battery performance, etc. So first we'll have a look at the design. So the device is made by LG. So this is the LG's Google Nexus. So the design is pretty good. It has a 5-inch display, and then you have the speaker at the top, then there is a camera at the top, and three on-screen buttons. There's no touch buttons. Instead they are on-screen buttons. Then you have the volume keys at the side. You can see here the volume keys and the power button at the top, and there is also a SIM card tray here. So it's a unibody design. I mean, there's no removable back cover. So this is the SIM tray for inserting the SIM, micro SIM. Then at the bottom you have the speakers, or the two speakers, and the micro USB charging slot. So that's all in the design. And the top you have the 3.5mm jack, and at the back you can see the 8 megapixel camera with LED flash and the Nexus branding here. This is the white variant, and also the LG branding at the bottom. So that's all in the design. Overall it's pretty good design. I mean, it looks pretty premium as well. The build quality is also really good. It's a matte finish at the back, and the screen is also really good. So it's beautiful display out here. So overall, the design wise and build quality wise, the device is really good. You won't find much of a fault with this device, because the matte finishes might get dusty, but then it's pretty good here. So overall, the build quality is really good. Now coming on to the specs of the device, this comes with a 5-inch display, and then there is the Snapdragon 800 processor, the most powerful processor right now, and there's a 2 GB RAM. There's also a 32 GB onboard storage, along with 8 megapixel camera with LED flash and Android 4.4 KitKat. So that's a quick look at the specs. Then you have the Android 4.4. So this is the first device to ship Android 4.4 out of the box. So that way this device is really good. Now if you see, there's quite a lot of changes to Android 4.4 KitKat. So we have the home screen changed. You have widgets and settings and also wallpapers at the home screen itself. Now if you look at the apps list, you won't find widgets here. Instead they are moved to the home screen. Then from here you can also access Google Now. So that's again a good change. Then there is also, you can just swipe from the top bottom to access Google Now. So the notification area is pretty much the same. You can see all the icons and stuff. Then there is also location, which we already covered. You can set the location priority from here. So that's all in the Android 4.4. So we have a video on what's new in Android 4.4. So you can have a look at that video and see what are the new features. So overall, the device is really good in performance. The Snapdragon processor with 2 GB RAM works really fast. There's no lag whatsoever. Every task you throw at it, it performs with really good speed, and you won't find any issues in the performance. It's very similar to the LG G2 in performance. It's really fast, and since there is no custom UI, there won't be any chance of a lag, because custom UI sometimes makes the device laggy. But here you have the plain core Android experience, and it's really fast out here. Now coming on to the other aspect, the gaming performance. So gaming performance on this device with Snapdragon 800 processor, you don't have to worry about that. It's really perfect. The graphics are really good, and the speed is also good. There's no lag whatsoever. We have already covered the gaming performance of Nexus 5 with Asphalt 8 Airborne, so you can check out our YouTube channel for all the details on gaming performance. So overall, the device is really good in gaming, and it's really fast out there. The graphics rendering are excellent, and also really good. Now coming on to the display on this is 5-inch, and it's really good. The view, you can see here, the viewing angles are really good, and it's really bright as well. The color reproduction is also good. The feel on the display is really cool, and you get a nice feel to it, and it's pretty easy to access the home screen as well. So the display is really good on Nexus 5. Now, coming on to the camera, this is one of the main major aspects of smartphone these days. And the camera on this device is an 8 megapixel shooter. So 8 megapixel shooter with an LED flash. So when you compare with the competition right now, so we have the S4, the Note 3, the LG G2, or the Lumia 1520 or the 1020, all have cameras which are about 10 megapixels. So we have 13 in G2, S4, Note 3, etc. Then we have Xperia Z1 with a 20 megapixel camera, 1520 with a 20 megapixel camera. So everywhere the camera resolution is improved and also made better. But when if you take the Nexus, this is a serious drawback with the device. The camera isn't really good. It's just an average shooter. So if you are looking just for a casual shooting purpose, I mean, just sample photos or just here and there some casual shooting, then this is okay. But if you are looking for a good experience with the camera, then you might be in for some disappointment, because this shooter isn't that great. We have covered the camera performance and also done a camera review of the device. So it's just an average camera. You won't get much of a great experience with the camera. So there's HDR, then all the exposure details, brightness, flash, etc. Then you also have the front facing camera to set up things. So overall it's an average camera. You won't get much of a details here. So if you're looking for a casual shooting camera, then this is okay. Otherwise you will be in for a disappointment with the camera experience on Nexus 5. Now coming on to the battery performance. So battery is really an important factor with smartphones these days, and you need to have a good battery on your smartphone because you use your smartphone for a variety of purposes. So the device comes with 2700 mAh battery. So the battery life on the Nexus 5 isn't that great. If you see here the experience, you can see that this I mean the battery is just 2300. I'm sorry, it's not 2700, it's just 2300. And when compared the competition, the LG G2 which has 3000 mAh battery, the Lumia 1520 which has a 3400 mAh battery, then you have LG, I mean Note 3 with 3200 mAh battery. So when you compare with the competition, this is really lagging in battery with just 2300 mAh battery and a 5-inch display. You might not get a great battery experience with this phone. So with our usage, we found that the battery experience on 3G was, if you are just an average user, you might get a day of battery with this Nexus 5. But if you're a heavy user, I mean, you use your phone for quite a lot of purpose, emails, tweeting, Facebook, and all the stuff, you might not get a day of usage. You might get just 10 to 12 hours of usage. So it's not that great when compared to LG G2, which gets almost more than a day or 1.5 day. The same is the case with Note 3, but this device does not come up with that much of battery. But it's just an average battery life, just a day or less, in case you are a hardcore user or heavy user of phone. So battery life and camera performance are really great with the Nexus 5. But the good thing is that the Android 4.4 core experience you get, it's a really good build phone. The build quality is really good and the display is also good. Then you have the Snapdragon processor, which again is really good on this phone. Then 2 GB RAM. So performance wise you won't find any issues. Only issue you might find is the camera performance and the camera samples. They are not the best when you compare with the competition, and also the battery life, which is in the best when you compare the smartphone. So should you buy the Nexus 5? That's the biggest question. Now the good thing about Nexus 5 is its price. So Nexus 5 is just priced around 29K for the 16 GB variant and 32K for the 32 GB variant. So when you compare with the competition, say LG G2, which is now in sale for around 38 to 42K. So when you compare with that, the Nexus 5 makes really good value for money, because you are paying only some 7 or 8K less than the competition. So that way the Google Nexus 5 is really good. I mean, it has the top-notch hardware, then Android 4.4, the latest software, and also Google is sure to provide the latest Android whenever it releases to Nexus 5. So in that way you get the best out of the phone, the best Android experience, and also the price. Now if you're a core Android user, you want to get the best Android experience and also good hardware, then and also you don't want to spend too much on a smartphone, then Nexus 5 makes really worth the money. But if you're looking for camera and exceptional battery performance, then you will be in for a disappointment with the Nexus 5. So overall we feel Nexus 5 is a good device. It's for a price, it's really value for money device, and also really good experience it gives, but except for the battery performance as well as the camera performance. So if you are looking for a core Android experience, then you can get the Nexus 5. It's available across retail outlets as well as online dealers. So you can pick one for say 29K, or the 32K variant, 32 GB variant for 32K. So overall, we feel the Nexus 5 is a good device, a value for money device. It provides an overall experience, and it does not excel in any particular area. Probably the performance is really good, but for camera and battery, it does not excel. So it provides an overall good experience coupled with a good hardware. So that's all, guys, in the review of Nexus 5. So if you have any specific queries regarding Nexus 5's performance, battery or camera, do shoot a comment and we'll be glad to help you out. Thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all the latest updates as well as more videos on Nexus 5. Thanks for watching the video.